Good morning. I just wanted to make a quick video about some thoughts that I just had. Kind of random as shit, but I actually had some thoughts on the kind of attachments you have when you're grown up because of like what happened as a kid. And there's three kinds according to the sorry, the Enneagram, which is a system of basically like societal characters, not characters, archetypes, societal archetypes. Like one is like the peacemaker, the really calm, the unflappable one is a word that they use. Another one is like the enthusiast who's always planning something new and fun and never really slows down kind of thing. But then there's also the achiever who is always getting things done, showing off, flexing on Instagram and shit. That's them. So anyway, there's 9 types, and typically because of your childhood, you fall into one of these 9 archetypes. And so you pick which archetype, or not you pick, but you fall into one of them. And then there's also an attachment style that's kind of like with it. Excuse me. There's 3 kinds. One is a self-preservation attachment style. So what comes first actually in your relationships is making sure that all the food and like basic necessities are met. And this is because when you were a child, like those basic necessities like food and shelter were not met. And so you focus on that. But your issues with your personality and your archetype get in the way of you being able to self-preserve and to make sure everything's all right in the more fundamental way. Very important to have that covered as a child, all 3 of them really. But anyway, so that's the self-preservation type. Next is the sexual type. That's just what it's called. It just means intimate. It just means the sexual types really want a lot out of every interaction they have. They crave like stimulation, and not in the way, if you remember I mentioned before, like there's number 7 is the enthusiast. It's not that. It's not that they are constantly planning something and they always want to have happy things go around. It's that every time they do something, they go all in because they are sexually attached, intimate with it. So, that's the sexual type. And then in their childhood, I think they lacked really close relationships in general. Like they felt like they probably couldn't get quite close enough to things. Something held them back. Whether it was like the relationship with their parents, or they didn't have enough time to spend on, learning or drawing or, that kind of thing, spend enough time. The third type of attachment is social. So that's like associated with like being in a group and like the group identity and your role as it's not even your role in the group identity, is that you merge with the group identity. And then like the sexual, you merge with the other, because it's like such an intimate relationship. But I think people with social attachment styles like didn't have a great family name or something. Like they never got to represent their family. They never felt a part of their family name. They don't identify with their family or something like that. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to put my thoughts out there on that. I think it's very helpful to look at this because it can kind of, I guess, give you a reason to pout because of your childhood or whatever. There's a lot more to it than I'm saying, but anyway, it's just kind of fun to think about, honestly, mostly. So, know yourself well. Very good.